Go.
What side is my good side?
Go.
This side?
Yeah, that's your good side.
Easy now, son. Easy. Easy, but even. Oh, that's why you see it's upside down. It was placed like this. I know. Put it in there because it was like it's small.
I'm saying, is this the top? The other thing on that?
That knot's right there.
You're not gonna see it.
See, I can't get good at it tonight. Sorry. You have to edit it out.
No, I'm leaving it in there. Okay, so we are not carpenters. And I found this idea and actually how to do the base off of a Pinterest post. And so I was kind of following that. We did it exactly the way they said, but it's still not as high as like for our baseboard, to put another baseboard up underneath of it. So I'm not quite sure how that's going to work out. We just kind of got to have it sitting there before we've cut our baseboard or anything. We haven't cut anything yet. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure. Let me show you what I mean when it comes to how it's looking at the bottom there. So the stuff said to build the frame and put it on the inside of the cabinet. And it did not, it showed pictures too. So it wasn't that I read it wrong. I actually looked at the pictures that they showed, but it showed the frame on the inside. So that's what we did. And I had originally bought the 36-inch high cabinet and realized that theirs was a 30. So we took those back and we got the 30. So these are like 36-inch wide and they're 30-inch tall. They're upper cabinets for like kitchens. Unfinished, so I can paint them and everything. So we put the frame on the center, but on the floor it's showing a difference in height. So I don't know if you can see. So see how that's, and I'm supposed to be able to put a baseboard around this to match that. So I'm not sure what we're going to do just yet. We'll figure it out. Right now we just have this part, and then I'll have to get, the plan is to get like a top and wood is expensive. Like the 2x4s, we went and we purchased those, and we were pricing all the other pieces of wood for like the sides, because we need a side for this side to go across the top, and then this side to come down, and then of course obviously shelves to make like a big tall built-in, and for this side and for that side over there. I will work on what I'm going to do for the center at a later time. Right now I just want these, and that way I can, the stuff that I have in this dresser, which is like our Bibles, our study books, and things like that, that stuff will be moved and put in the cabinets, and then this dresser will probably go back to my office, because at Christmas time, in between the windows where I put my tree. So the plan is to get these done before the holidays roll in, so I can have them to decorate and everything, and then this dresser will be out of the living room so I can put my tree there. But I'm not sure what we're going to do. This is all we can do today, so the rest of this video you'll see some wardrobe changes, I'm sure, and different things, because it's going to be on a different day. This is all we have right now, and I will just clip all these videos together and make a video. But right now, this is what we have, and we will continue at a later date. Okay, so it is Saturday morning. We are up early, and I started making some sausage gravy and thought, oh, I should get my camera, but I had already made it, so when I make it again I can show you. But it's just basic sausage gravy, homemade. Something I struggled with doing when I was first married. Making gravy was like so difficult, but over the years I got her down. So but I made some sausage gravy last night. I made some homemade chicken noodle and mushroom soup, and I made some biscuits to go along with it, just out of a can. But did that for the purpose of having extra, and we're gonna have sausage gravy this morning. So I'm just gonna make some sausage gravy over the leftover biscuits. I'll warm those up and then probably make some scrambled eggs, and that's gonna be breakfast. And then today we are going to be working on our project on these shelves in the living room. So you saw what we did the other day with putting the bases on them, and they've just been sitting in the living room since. And you know, like I said, I told you I would combine. So I don't know how many days will be between each thing we do. Hopefully today we can get a good bit of it knocked out, because I would like to hurry up and get those up and done, because I know I'm gonna have to sand and then paint and then get to the fun part of decorating. That's the part I love. So, but today I think we're going, you just went out. Every time I come in here and I'm in the kitchen cooking, or if I'm in the kitchen talking to you guys, he's at the door patting, and he was just out because it looks like it might rain. And so I let him out. I let you out to go. You should have went. He's just like staring at me like, you should have went. Yeah, you should have went. So anyway, what's I saying? Hopefully we'll get it done as much as possible today. We gotta finish taking some measurements. My husband is helping me because I'm not good with measurements, and I mean, I can help assist as much as possible. My part comes at the end with like the caulking, the sanding, and the painting. I am trying to tell him my vision of what I want. Trying to find things on Pinterest that I have found that are similar or giving me ideas. But he's not a carpenter either, so he doesn't profess to be a carpenter. So we're gonna wing it. I have a friend of mine who helped us with our kitchen, the guy who did our cabinets, and I know he would do it and help us, and it would be done pristine, correct, exactly right. But he's a very busy man. They're also getting ready to go away. They do a lot of like camping and traveling, and so I just don't want to burden him. So he did allow us to borrow a couple tools to save us money, because we looked at a couple things and we were going to purchase them, and I was like, I don't want to pay that kind of money for something we're only going to use maybe once or twice. So we asked him if we could borrow a couple things, and he was gracious enough to let us borrow it. So we'll use those and then we'll give them back, and then that saved us the money. So that's what our plans are today. We're going to go work on these cabinets, these bookshelves, and then once I get them once we get them built and painted and done, then I will have a better visual of what I want to do for the center, because right now the wall is that faux shiplap. I just drew it on the wall, and it's going to be in the center of those two cabinets. And I know the color right now, the color that I'm leaning toward painting them is, my dining room's a mess right now, is the same color as my coffee bar and my hutch. So, and it's called Moth Wing by Sherman Williams. But I think if I paint the bookshelves, it will kind of blend the two rooms kind of together. And so that's my thought. Plus it's a neutral color, so it won't clash for any type of decorating or anything. And I like that color. I really do. I like that color. So with that being said, that's the plans today. We're gonna go shopping. I'll take you along to the store with us, and then whatever we start doing, I'll try to film so that I can include all that in here. And then yeah, but we're gonna eat some breakfast right now before we get started. JJ is still around. My husband was getting ready this morning, and he put on his, well, he got in his sock drawer, and he got out a pair of socks, and he found two more fudge rounds that I said in one of the videos, I don't remember which one, that she had hid them all throughout the house so that he would find them while she was gone. Thankfully, they're in packages because he's still finding them. So it's funny. We love and we miss her, but I did hear from her the other day, and she said that they're leaving Sunday for their first expedition trip. So she will be out in the field for a whole week ministering, and when they go out in the field, they live in tents and everything. So just keep her in your prayers. Jonna, JJ, whatever you want to call her. We call her JJ. Yeah, she's doing really good. We love and miss her, but she's still around. Okay, so back to the project. So you're getting ready to do what?
Cut the trim.
Cut the trim.
Yeah, I gotta turn my hearing aids off though. This thing's gonna be too loud, I'm sure, once it starts cutting. I got it marked already, where the width of the cabinet, so we'll have to work with that.
might be able to use the front. You can break it. No pressure. We might have to have more across the other side. Right. Let's take this money. All I'm saying. You try to put this thing, maybe?
Huh?
You want this thing, maybe? Put it down there. Sit it right down.
They coated that thing. Now I'm gonna try to get the proper measurement. Okay. I cut it right. I can get my level too. See if we're actually level.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need.
Yeah.
How is this?
Might have cut it out too far.
I was getting ready to say, how is this gonna, like, we're gonna need almost a big wide board on that side.
Actually, that
And
might
that
still
side.
work. Well, no. Get nails out of it.
If we put a board behind it and then put it, like if we attached another board to that and then put it on it, you think? The trim?
I don't know how I got it that far off because, oh, I know why. I know exactly why. It's because this was pushed out more on this side, so I could only measure it so much. That one I might have to do closer. I know how I messed it up.
So we messed up already, but it's okay. We're gonna fix it. We figured out how. That was cut out too wide because of the way it was sitting out when he did it. Hold on 1 second.
Can't stop man work.
Okay, stop. So we know how we're gonna fix it though. I told you we're not professionals, so we're winging this. But we are going to put a board probably around the base and attach it to the base section down there. And then we'll attach the trim to that, which will butt it up. So essentially, you're way too close. We know how we messed up, so we're gonna fix it. We're gonna do the board around and then attach the trim to that. So no worries. We're winging this. And it's going to look good when it's done. And we're going to be proud of it. So, and this is how we're going to learn. So, the only way to learn is to do it. So essentially, that's what we're going to do. Right, babe? Is that what you're thinking still?
Yeah.
That still has to go underneath of that, though, right?
Yeah, that ain't gonna go underneath those.
Okay, so you might have to rip it down just a little.
Yeah, but then it's gonna be too short back there.
No, it's okay. It's fine. This trim on here is going to be painted the way of the cabinet. It's not going to be white.
No, this is gonna be too short down here. If I rip the bottom off of it, it's gonna make it too short.
So then you might have to cut to that line so that this will touch the wall. Know what I'm saying? Do you see where that is? Right,
Yeah.
right there. Cut.
It needs to be
Cut that there, and then it'll go all the way back. So you're basically taking a sliver off of that, so it slides right back going to the wall.
Yeah, but
Does that make sense?
I know what you're saying. They got 36 inches ones, so that's perfect. These 36, it's the same.
That looks pretty deep though. Oh, it's warped. Totally tell it's warped.
Yeah.
Well, this end is chipped off. Yeah. Yeah. What do you ask? That was better. That little one. Be happy.
Straight.
Oh, that was much better. One.
What you moving? There we go.
Okay, so we are back at home after going to Home Depot, and Matthew just brought in all of the wood, and I'm heating up some leftover chicken noodle and mushroom soup that I made yesterday. So it's heating up. And he is downstairs. Let's check on what he is doing. He's getting ready to cut this board for our top. It was raining this morning, but the sun's starting to come out and dry things out. So it's not gonna stop us or hinder us any, which is awesome. So I'm heating up the soup, and he is down here getting ready to cut this. What board is this, babe? What size?
Countertop.
No, what size is it?
36.
What size are you making it? People will ask what size.
13 and a quarter depth, deep.
13 and a quarter depth board, and he's
36
cutting
inches.
it at 36 inches long, so we can use this board for our countertop, the base. So, we could have used thicker board, but it was more expensive, way more expensive. And we could have purchased a beautiful butcher block, but way too expensive. And I didn't want to pay that much. Neither one of us did. So we're doing this way. It will still be beautiful. We will make it beautiful. And yeah, so he's clamping all of this down to the table because he's got to rip it. So he's going to get a straight edge. So I will keep you posted when we head back upstairs to start actually assembling. Okay, so for two people who really don't know what we're doing, he is not a carpenter. He doesn't profess to be a carpenter. And I'm not a carpenter. I don't profess to be a carpenter. But we had a vision, or I had a vision, and I was able to explain it to him, and he was able to make it happen. Just wait until the end, and you will get to see the finish. When I finally reveal the finished product, I am super happy. No, it's probably not the exact way a professional would have done it. A professional would have had a table saw, probably, and all the right tools. We didn't, but he made it work. He struggled doing it this way. Oftentimes, cut a little too short or whatever, and just cuts didn't work out for whatever reason, but he made it work, and it just hang tight. And when I finally reveal, then you will actually see what I'm talking about. How I'm super impressed, and I'm very proud of him for doing this and for helping me in this project. Although I think I've lost my helper for a while. He said no more big projects for a while. Okay, friends, so this is not a video that's going to show you a tutorial of how to build cabinets. We are amateurs and we were learning as we went along. But this is just a video to show you what we did and how we did it, how we went about creating it. Probably was not the correct way in a lot of ways, but in the end it all turns out. So I'm not adding in a bunch of like how-tos. We basically built a frame for the bottom of the cabinet, attached the cabinet to the wall. We had this piece of wood right here left over from our kitchen remodel, which was like a little piece of paneling, and we were able to use it on each of the sides of the cabinet at the bottom. So he was just cutting that and fixing that to size to fit. And then we were just, placing that down there. We used liquid nails for that. I'm just trying to think what it was called. We used liquid nails for that, and that's what he's using here. He's putting in little pieces of wood in the top part of the cabinet inside the frame part there, and then placing liquid nails on top of that, and then that's how we're going to attach our countertop, that pine board that we're using as our countertop. I'm talking to JJ on the phone there, so she had called, so it was always good to hear from her. But yeah, so we just attached that and that board to the top, and he's just measuring, making sure that it was even going across. And so we used some hand weights, and then he picked up the crock and put the crock there to help hold it down. And now this is the tool that our friend loaned us, and it was pretty cool. I think he enjoyed using that. The pocket drill, I think is what that thing is called. Pocket hole drill hole. I don't know how you say it, but anyway, that's what it's for. But we were using that to help hide some of the screws. Those are the side pieces that we were using for the sides, and we were just he used those pocket holes to drill those into the side of the wall there and the side of the countertop. So I end up filling them with like caulk, and because I painted this section of the built-ins anyway, so like I said, it's not the way probably a professional cabinet builder would have built them or whatever, but it works for us and I'm super happy with it. And right here we were discussing, he was saying how he couldn't put the pocket holes and drill on the inside. They would have to be on the outside, because if he went from the inside where he's at on the inside of the cabinet, it would have went through the bottom of the cabinet, if that makes sense. So he's drilling from the outside there in, so we'll have pocket hole, little holes there on the side of that. But like I said, I ended up filling them with caulk, painted over them. It's fine. I love my cabinets, so if somebody would be a perfectionist and they wanted it done a professional way, then they probably wouldn't want that. But it works for me. I love my cabinets, how they turned out. So he's placing a board, and you know, I've seen a lot of builders on like YouTube when I was watching this and stuff, and they pre-built this kind of thing before they put it up on the wall. We didn't do that either. We did it this way. So probably not the right way, but it worked. They're up. So he's placing these little supports on either side and behind, and then we just placed a board going across. You know, I'm saying board because I'm not giving you guys tutorials on, you know, the size of the boards and that type, because this is not going to be a tutorial video. So and then we ended up placing, later you will see how we kind of close in that space up at the top there, but you'll see that later. So yeah, this is, like I said, this is just kind of how we are doing it, and then we're getting ready to roll over to the next day. Okay, so as you can tell, we are back at it again with the cabinet, the bookshelves. We're working on, every time I pick my phone up or my camera up, like clockwork, it's gotta go out. But we are working on that. My husband is downstairs sawing, and I just made some homemade vegetable soup tonight for dinner. So we have vegetable soup, and I made ham and hot ham and cheese sandwiches to go with it. So that's dinner tonight. We're gonna have some soup, hot ham and cheese sandwiches, since we're working in the living room on the bookshelves. So since he's working. I haven't got to my part yet. My part will come when it's all done and I do the caulking and the painting and all. But whatever I can help him, I will be helping him. But I just thought I would just kind of break up the monotony a little bit of just building shelves the entire time and show you what we had for dinner tonight. So it is a beautiful evening. It's been gorgeous all day. Come on, Toby. Come on, bud. Toby! Toby! Come on! If you holler like JJ, he comes back. That's the way JJ used to holler. Watch. Toby! See what I mean? JJ used to holler for him like that. And he would come back to her like real quick. We holler for him normal voice and he won't come. So if we make a JJ voice, he will come. So he's back. But yeah, I just thought I'd break up the monotony, so we'll get back to building these shelves. We're gonna take a break and we're gonna eat dinner, but I won't show you that. But we'll get back to building these shelves right after.
Gotta come out to the side.
Okay.
so I can rip the
You want
rest
me
of
here?
it. Yeah, anywhere in there is fine. Just hold down on the board. I'll get out here so far where I can get started pretty good.
Okay, just to tell you real quickly what we're doing here. We had leftover plywood from when we built, I say we, he built Bella's whelping box and the pen for the puppies. And we had some of the plywood left. So that is what we used for our shelves. But he was also ripping down small pieces of it. And he never told me the size of what he ripped them down to. So I don't even know. But he was ripping those down to make a brace to set the shelf on and then to attach the board underneath so that we made like a thicker shelf. He put the brace on the wall, then put a piece of plywood on top, and then we had another piece of plywood kind of underneath, and then we finished it off with a piece of trim in the front. So it makes the board appear thicker. So that's what he's doing here. He's ripping these down and cutting these so that we can have supports when we go back upstairs. What are you making, babe?
No. I guess, what would you call them? The runners for the shelves? I don't know. The supports. Shelf supports.
Making shelf supports.
Yeah, we'll just call them that.
We have leftover of this wood from when Pella had her puppies.
I'll probably be 2 days trying to get these right.
Did you get it right, though? Did you get it right, though?
I'm gonna have to
Snaggle it.
shimmy it, shake it, and everything else. Try to get it in there.
All right, so at this point in the evening, we were still working on the cabinets, and we were trying to get as much done as we could. He worked tirelessly every evening when he came home till dark and till time to go to bed. Then went to work the next day, then come home and worked, and he did that for a whole week. So, yeah, he worked tirelessly on these, but we had company show up on this evening. And so in the next few clips, you're going to see some family. Alex is going to be on the video now.
You missed it.
16 inches on.
Pull your shirt down over your belt.
What year was the...
Yeah. 16 inches on.
I'm totally leaving that in there.
What's wrong?
Alex had a pappy crack.
Always.
Chicken.
Chicken. I'm trying to get over, babe. What do you need?
Drop it.
It's tired still.
You have to ask her. Go ask Aunt Melissa. Say please. Go ask her.
What's that? Nana?
That's the wrong one. You don't want to do it like that.
Can you say please?
Yeah.
Yes.
Please.
It is.
Oliver, what do you have?
What's
What
that?
is that? What is that? What is that? Oh. Hey. So my nephew showed up. They came over to help my husband with his car. So we got to see our great nephew. And so this is Oliver. You've met him before. But he got a little boo-boo on his eye from a toy. Didn't you, buddy? Was you playing too hard? What are you eating?
What is that?
What is it? Toby likes bananas too, so I wouldn't hold it down there too close. He'll eat it.
Say Nana.
Is it good? Is it good?
He's focused.
Did you just swallow the whole thing?
Probably.
Yeah, he don't.
Dear Lord. Look. Look.
Who's that?
You would give me a hug, kiss, bye.
Give her a hug. Go give her love.
Give me a hug, kiss. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Give me a kiss. Give me kisses. Give me kisses. Endless kisses. I love you.
Tell her bye-bye.
I love you. You tell Uncle Matt bye.
Hitting my shoulder that time.
Tell Uncle Matt bye.
Bye, baby. Bye, baby.
I love. You say I love?
Oh, there you go. That's so sweet.
I love you.
Give
Big
kisses,
squeeze.
Holly. Give kisses.
Big squeeze. Big kiss.
Oh.
I love you.
Oh, so nice.
I love you. I love you, baby. I love you.
Put that on the phone. Come on. You know what I mean? But they can still lift
This
up
is
out
problem.
there.
This is out.
He's got little camo sweatpants that go with them, but he picked out his
It's not-
Wranglers,
it's not
that
plush.
sweatshirt,
Here.
and his cowboy boots. So that's what he wore today.
Yeah.
Sand it.
No.
Get your sander. Bring it in here and sand it. You don't want to undo it, but it's got to be flush.
It's gonna draw in when you screw the side.
It ain't gonna draw in that.
Ain't gonna draw in that much. Unless you sand, if you draw that in,
Excuse me.
you might be able to, I don't know, if you sand that off, that's gonna look crooked though. What? Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right, you ready? Let's go home so you can get it tucked in because I'm tired.
Say bye.
Bye!
Say bye, Noah.
I know you're complaining about it, but I think it looks really nice so far. I said, I know you're complaining about it, but I think it looks really nice so far.
Been a pain in the butt. spliced a piece over here.
Oh, the middle?
Right there. Dang it.
Okay friends, so I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. This is going to be a little series. I'm not sure if it's going to be 2 or 3 videos. Just because I have so much footage, there's no way to get it all into one. You would be bored to death. It would take forever. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this in like a little series, a little living room makeover series. And so that's going to conclude today's video. I hope you like what you're seeing so far. And if you do me a favor, hit that like and subscribe button down below. Leave me a comment. And just remember, when you leave your comments, we're not professionals. We don't claim to be professionals. We're not giving tutorials. So yeah, and by the time you see this, it's already up and done. So any suggestions that you would give that would have helped us, it's going to be too late. They're already up. But trust me, they look great. So with that being said, this is the start of us starting on the second cabinet. And we're just doing the exact same thing that we did on the opposite side. This cabinet went a lot smoother because he had already built the one. So yeah, we're just kind of doing exactly what we did before and doing a repeat. So we'll pick back up on this cabinet on the next episode of this little living room makeover series. But thank you so much again for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. Like I said, again, hit that like and subscribe button, leave a comment. All those things greatly help my channel. I truly appreciate you being here with me, and I look forward to sharing the finished product with you in the end. So, Lord willing, friends, there'll be another one. Bye.